Good morning, cadets. I welcome you once again for the computer science class. In the previous classes, we have studied about Python tokens, especially keywords, identifiers. What are the keywords? What are the identifiers? What are the rules to be followed while naming an identifier? Valid identifier, invalid identifier. Then literals. Literals are nothing but constants. The types of constants available in that, like string constants, numerical constants, boolean constants, special constant, special character constant like none, and then we have the collections, isn't it? In numerical, once again we had integer and float. In integral, literal constants we have seen about decimal, binary, octal and hexadecimal. In case of float literals, we have seen the float values are represented in two forms, isn't it? That is, one your normal fractional form, another one is using your mantissa and exponent form, isn't it? So then punctuators. Okay, we have seen all these. The knowledge of these was very much necessary before going to the structure of a Python program. The more and more we go into the Python programming, slowly we learn one by one. Need not worry, it's a very simple programming language with the sum of the basics available. Easily you can go and do the programming and you can practice the programming. It's very interesting. Now, since directly we are going for Python, you people are not exposed to C program, C++ program or any other language program. So what is exactly a program? Program is nothing but a group of statements written in a particular language with the help of grammar of that language. Initially in my classes I explained you what you mean by the languages, computer languages, conventional languages. If you want to write any program or statements in a language, then you should know the grammar, syntax of that language. That's what the tokens, we are having the rules and regulations, how the token must be, how we should use, isn't it? Okay, so now in this structure of a Python program, you should very carefully see exactly how a Python program may be written. Initial points, you may find some of the difficulties. What are these terms, how to understand, how to remember. Slowly when you go on to execute the simple programs one by one, each part of the program you are going to understand. Therefore carefully you see the today's class how the structure of a Python program will be there. In other words, it is also called as bare bones of a Python program. Okay, there are so many important components of your Python programming, right? What you are seeing here, you just see the bare bones of a Python program. In your textbook also it is given, you can see it later. Some of the words you may not understand what is this exactly program, what are written. You have to understand some important components. The bare bones means a basic structure of a Python program. Look at the following code. You just go through this code. At least see what is written. Some are written in green color. Okay. Let me read so that you can understand. Hash, this program shows a program's components. Hash, definition of a function cu follows. Def cu colon, print this is my function. Hash, main program. A equal to 10. B equal to a plus 20, c equal to a plus b. If c is greater than or equal to 100, value is equal or more than 100. Else, print value is less than 100 cu. Isn't it? It's totally looking like a very strange for you. No problem. The important components what we are seeing in this, let me highlight here, then I will come back to the slide. Important components in structure of a Python program. You will find expressions, you will find statements, you will find comments, you will find functions, then you will find blocks and indentation. I will explain one by one term. Okay, what is expressions, what do you mean by statements, what are the comments, what are the functions, and what are the blocks and indentation. Now let us see here what are the expressions you are finding. Here these are expressions: a equal to 10, b equal to a plus 20, c equal to a plus b, c is greater than or equal to 100. These all are expressions. What you are finding in the expressions, either variables are there or constants are there connected by some operators. Operators, as I told you, this is a relational operator. Compare the relation between these two. This is the arithmetic operator which will evaluate the value of a plus 20 or a plus b, and this is an assignment statement. The value of 10 is assigned to a. This will slowly we'll see in detail in the operator chapter. Okay, but examples of expressions. Expressions 1, 2, 3, 4. These all are examples of expressions. Okay, and also they are statements. This is one statement, this is another statement, this is third statement. Okay, a plus 20, a plus b, c is greater than or equal to 10. These three are the examples of expressions. Whereas a equal to 10, b equal to a plus, and c equal to a plus b, if else, this is the statement. These are the statements. Shall I repeat once again? A plus 20, a plus b, c is greater than or equal to 100 are examples of expressions. And a equal to 10, b equal to a plus 20, c equal to a plus b, and if else, these are the examples of statements. So what is an expression and what is a statement? What do you mean by an expression and what do you mean by a statement? In further we will detail, you will see. Now the function, definition, CU, this is my function, this is a function. Somewhere you are finding the hash symbols, you know, hash here, hash here, hash here, right? These three places you are finding hashes. They are nothing but the comments. There are two types of comments you are finding. At the beginning of the program, sometimes we write, most of the time we write here, and in between program. What exactly the difference between this is called as an outline comment and this is an inline comment. Outline comment is something like writing a heading before writing an essay. What is the heading of the essay you will write now? Like that, what exactly this program does, that will be explained here. That is a comment. Okay. Similarly, here internal comment, that is inline comment it is called. Internally, what this if else will do? It is checking some condition. Understanding? And what is this CU? It is calling a function. Now, remember in Python statements, there are two types. One is executable statements, another is non-executable statement. The comments are examples of non-executable statements. They will not be executed. They are only for the use of a user or a programmer, just to go through. No action will take place when these statements are executed. Therefore, they are non-executable statements. Whereas executable statements, a equal to 10, sorry, here a equal to 10 is assigned to a plus 20, a plus 20 is evaluated and assigned to b, c is greater than or equal to 100. It is checked whether the value of c is greater than or equal to 100 or not. Some action is taking place. These are the examples of executable statements. And in comments also we'll discuss further types of different comments will also be there. Now the function, what is a function? What do you mean by a block? Block. So in statement, once again we can categorize as a simple statement and a complex statement. Single means only one statement. Complex means there will be a group of statements, that generally we call it as a block. So important parts you see now here. Yes, expressions, statements, functions, comments, and indentation. What is this indentation? You can see here, every statement what you have written here is not in the same line. Some are pushed here inside. This is called as indentation. It is a format given, isn't it? In the format in which it is written. Sometimes they will come on the same line, sometimes they will be inside some, after some blanks, white spaces we call them. Okay, this is called as indentation. Discuss more about this in the further subsequent slides. The important components, remember, of a structure of a Python program: expressions, statements, comments, functions, blocks and indentation. Let us see one by one. What do you mean by an expression? You just see here. Just see this slide. It is any legal combination of symbols that represent a value. Combination. Generally, it is a combination of operators and operands. I already explained you what is an operator and what is an operand. Operator is the one which applied on operands to do some action, whereas operands are those which undergoes some kind of operation applied by the operator. Now, a only constant is also an expression. For example, you can see here 20 is an expression, may not be a combination of symbols, but only a value is also an expression. It is an integer value. 3.14 is also an expression, or it may have a combination of symbols. Symbols means what? There is an identifier, there is a literal, there is an operator. There is an identifier, there is an operator, there is a literal value, there is an arithmetic operator, there is a once again literal constant, integral constant. Getting the idea or not? So expression is the one which will be evaluated to yield some value. That is what we call it as an expression. So during your expression, what you can say, if the type of values used and type of operators used are arithmetic type, it is an arithmetic expression. If relational type, relational expression. If it is a logical type, operators, logical expression. Understood or not? So depending on the type of operators used is an expression, we can call them an expression. And in more detail, we will study in the subsequent chapters about the expressions. Now, this is the one component which is used in the structure of a program. We are going to find so many expressions in the statements or in your statements or in the part of your program, and you should know that what exactly the meaning of expression. Any combination of legal combination means what? It should be a part of your tokens or your character set. That's what the legal word is there. Some other symbol you cannot use it, then it will causes error, right? Statement. What is exactly the statement? It is a programming instruction. Whatever instruction you want to give in the form of a state program. So it is a programming instruction that does something, some action takes place. Understood? Some action, maybe printing, maybe reading the values, maybe assigning the values, maybe evaluating the values, maybe checking the condition. Getting the idea or not? So some action should take place. That action is written in the form of a statement by following the grammatic rules or syntax of the language. Is it clear? Example you see here, welcome to Python. It is a statement. What does it do? This above statement will print the symbol or print the message welcome to Python. Print is what? It is a keyword. It is a function. It is a ready-made built-in function. Print is a keyword. You cannot write capital P there. Small p, R-I-N-T only you should write. Welcome to Python is what? It is a string. As you know that anything written within the double quote or single quotes is called as a string. It displays as it is. When an expression is evaluated, a statement is executed. Some action takes place. What is this? Don't call here A equal to. It is wrong. What you have to say? This is an assignment. Whatever is there in the RHS, you will be assigned to LHS. Right hand side value will be assigned to left hand side. Therefore, value 100 is assigned to A. Now, value 20 is added with B and assigned to B. Means B is present value and this B will be new value. For example, let us say B value is 10. So 10 plus 20 will become 30. Old value was 10. Now the new value is 30. Like this, these are the examples of statement used in the Python programming. Next we'll move to the comments. What are these comments? As I told you, they are non-executable statements. Comments are additional information written in a program, is not executed by interpreter or compiler. They are ignored by the interpreter. Ignored means not considered. Comment contains some information regarding statements used in the program or program flow, how it goes, or what that program does. Comments in Python always begins with hash symbol, remember. And that too, you should not leave any blank. In the first column itself, you should. I will show you in the interpreter how the hash will be written. Okay, now Python supports three ways to enter the commands. One is a full line comment, that is a single line comment, and second one is multi-line comment. Clear? Single line comment or a multi-line comment, and we'll have further examples you will see. And inline comment. In the structure of a Python program, I already shown you that outline comment will be at the beginning, generally outside the program, means outside your statements. Inline will be within the program, wherever you want to explain something about the statements used in the program. Getting the idea? Now what are these? Let us see. What is a full line comment? Full line comment says that, yes, if the comment is in a single line, that is a full line comment. It will not extend to the further lines. Inline comment, as I told you, area equal to length into breadth. So what is this formula? Calculating area of a rectangle. A comment is given that side. It is not at the first column of the your editor there. It is somewhere in between the program. Now what is multi-line? If the comment is in more than one line, for example, program name, date written, language used, hash, understood? So your comment may be within a line, or it may be more than one line. That is what we say, right? Now, particularly multi-line comments are used by the triple quotes. In single line comment, you can use here, okay, with the single hash, or suppose assume that your comment is of 10 lines. You need not give in 10 lines hash symbol. Instead, you can use a, see here, example, 3 quotes or triple quote it is called. Give as many number of comments you want, and at the end also you give. This is an example of multi-line comment using triple quotes, right? Now the functions, okay, a more meaning you will find out. The name itself is says the function. Function means what? You know already what do you mean by a function? Cultural function will be there, anniversary function will be there, birthday function will be there, marriage function will be there. What is a function? Function means some group of activity takes place, isn't it? Some action takes place. Okay, the total entire episode that happens in that function, isn't it? For example, you could call your initiation ceremony. There, what is the sequence of event that takes place? So investiture function we call. Getting the idea? Similarly, function is also nothing but a group of statement that does some work or a utility. Getting the idea? That is what called in function. In general, we call it as a program, but in Python we call them as a function. There are once again types of functions, built-in functions, user-defined functions, etc. We'll see more detail about those things. But now, what is a function? Function is a block of code that has a name and can be reused by specifying its name in the program where needed. It is created with the def keyword. Def is a keyword. You can see example here. This is a function written, example, draw line, with the help of a print statement. Once if you define this, once if you write this, in your further program, as many number of times you can call that function. You can use that function. In the barebone you have seen there, what you have done, can you remember here? What was there here? Here, definition CU, print, this is my function. Function is called. Once again you call CU, once again it will print. Once again you call CU, once again it will print. Getting the idea or not? Now, here also, these dashed lines are there, right? This is welcome to Python, then it will draw a line. Designed by class 11, once again it will draw a line. Getting the idea or not? So, it is something like that. If you know already something with you, okay, and you can use as many number of times as you want. Need not write. That's why the word reused is here. The meaning of reusing means what? Only once you should write, and you can use as many number of times you want, and we'll try to understand the meaning with the more examples when you write the functions. The last one, that is block and indentation. Okay, the indentation plays a very important role because you don't know about the other languages. In other languages like C or C++, that what we find, there are the parentheses or a brackets, flower brackets, square brackets to indicate where the block is starting, where the block is ending. Now the question comes, what do you mean a block? As I told you, the simplex statement and a compound statement. I told you complex, it is not compound. Simple, only one statement. Compound, more than one statement. So the group of statement is called as a block. Getting the idea? Group of statement is called as a block. That is called as a compound statement. Okay. Sometimes, as we have seen, the function here, draw line. Of course, only one statement is there. Here in area, you can see more than one statement. It is an example of a block, isn't it? Then, wherever conditions, the loop means repetition, iterations. There will find more than one statements as a block. Now, this indentation means extra space before writing any statement. You can see here, if suppose definition is starting at the beginning here, then these statements are after some blank. This is having a B, C. Here they are having same indentation. Def is having a different indentation. 4 to 8 space. Generally what you do when you type the first statement, then you press tab. If at all you want to leave, automatically tab will leave the number of spaces. That generally what we go for indentation in the, that is called as indentation level. Okay. Now sometimes once again there may be some statements here, there may be some other statements in different indentation line. Getting the idea or not? So indentation means what? It is generally a format of the statements written in a program. All lines may be in the same line, all statements may be in the same line, or they may be starting at different line with some gap before the statement. This is what called as a block and indentation. So today we'll stop here. So what we have discussed, the bare bone or the structure of a program: expressions, statements, comments, functions, blocks and indentation. So with this knowledge of components of structure program, we'll practice some of the simple Python programs in our next class. Till then we'll stop here.